Hey guys, Gabbles Gaming here. I've been playing some pretty serious push decks recently. The last few, well, certainly last week I've been playing like Hog Rider push decks. So I thought I'd just push it up, switch it up, and play what I consider a complete ridiculous Zap Bait deck, including the Skeleton Army, Goblins, Golden Barrel, and the Minions and the Minion Horde. I really dislike the Minion Horde. I just don't like it as a card because of the trade-off which you can get with Fire Spirits. It's one of the most hurtful things that to happen is when your Minion Horde gets killed by Fire Spirits. And also, I do think it's quite an easy card to defend against. It's very tricky to play to make it difficult for the opponent to struggle to defend against, because especially with the Ice Golem death buff, whereby on death and with a zap, that would be enough to finish off the minions, which is actually pretty darn strong, as well as the death of the golem, which you'll see in this one can also one-shot skeletons. But anyway, so the plan here is to really just try and bait out the zap. I was unable to do there, and I didn't have the right cycle up, so the only thing I could defend against that Hog Rider graveyard scary push was the Skeleton Army and some minions. That hurt, took 1,000 damage off, but due to a misplacement of his zap, I do believe it was misplaced, otherwise it should have done a lot more damage. I was able to only take 1,000 damage on my tower, so that is good, because I'm pretty sure that would have taken it completely out. Bit of a shock to come up against someone with graveyard, I do believe, especially with those cards, which makes me think that this player is just testing out this deck. That I may be being a little bit biased because I just think it's a terrible card, but brilliant there. I saw him play the zap, so I now know I can comfortably defend with the graveyard. But I choose to see if I can do, I just test out his defenses, and I get completely shut down. The miner gets taken care of by the Mega Minion, and there's some serious lag going on here, and Ice Golem tears apart those skeletons. It's actually quite a nice sight to see when it explodes, even though it's quite sad from my point of view in that regard. Should not have put down that Ice Golem, but luckily the opponent decides to react to it. I try and make something happen, but yeah, that was a bit of a waste of elixir from me. But hey ho, I'm just trying to fluster the opponent, but instead of that actually working, I'm making more mistakes. Here I put down the Skeleton Army because I say, hey, he's got the Mega Minion and the Archers. Both of those cost 3. Let's just sidetrack those. So that was a fine defense. Here I'm able to get one Spear Golem on the right, whilst the other two are taking out that Tombstone. I think that was a great little, that was definitely a very nice attack right there. Able to get a couple of 100 damage off on that tower, but he goes again and pushes in on his right hand side with that scary Hog Rider graveyard push, but he makes a mistake of not using zap on my troops and the defending troops. I mean, look at that push. I'm able to completely shut down that graveyard spell. That 5 elixir cost, that huge 5 elixir cost card, doing no damage to that tower. I think the Hog Rider may have only just got one shot off. And again here, I mean, I am maybe being a bit unfair here, but especially as I was playing the last video I did was on basically working out how the opponent was defending and then taking advantage of that. He should realise now that I'm just using my goblins, my Skeleton Army to defend, and he could have just done a premeditated fireball, and he would have won the game right there. I also just noticed that I never used my Minion Horde. Probably a mistake, but again, it just goes to show you that I'm very hesitant, very aware of not using. I just don't like it. Sorry to those people who really do like it out there. I'm definitely using it wrong. I need to learn to work out how to play it. But looking at these games, I mean, there's a lot of people here who've got good cards, and came across 3 different Lava Hound decks. That's crazy. Managed to get a win in all 3 of those occasions. I mean, probably not that surprising considering I've got the Minion Horde and Minions. So not that surprising. I'll probably beat those Lava Hound decks. I suppose because they can't really carry a Zap, a Princess, a Wizard, of any sort of Wizard, or a Fireball as well. There's just not enough space in those other hand decks. And this deck really gets shut down by, actually gets completely shut down by just a Wizard, a Wizard and a Zap, and a Princess. I will just seed it. There's no way of this winning. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, please subscribe. It really does help. There'll be a tournament this Saturday. Stay tuned for what time that will be. It'll be in my next video or the one after. And I'll see you all next time. Have a good Tuesday. Galbers out.